Hello, welcome back to the We Are City channel. I am just back from the game. You can probably tell by my voice actually going a little bit. Manchester City 3, Manchester United 0. A big win in the Manchester derby for Manchester City. And I am going to show you my player ratings for the game, a little match day review. Just a short one. Of course, if you want to see our official player ratings that I make, go over to Finalysis. You can apply to get on the app. It is in partnership with Sky Sports. They will review these player ratings on Monday Night Football and so on. They are very important. Honestly, it's a brilliant place to be. This is the fan place to be for analysis. So this is the ratings here for the side. Just a little quick review really of the team. I mean, talk about debut for Donnarumma. The last time we saw a goalkeeper make a debut against Manchester United was Claudio Bravo. That didn't end well, but that was different today. I put that in my matchday preview on Finalysis. I was expecting maybe a different sort of debut from Donnarumma. What a debut that was. Commanding, came out of his box. How many times did he punch the ball away? The absolutely insane, amazing save from Mbeumo's shot in the second half. City were 2-0 up at that point. And when he saves that shot, if you're thinking games in the past, that could change the momentum of the game completely. If Mbeumo scores that, it's 2-1. United back in the game, heads drop for City. Donnarumma stepped in the big moment. What a save that was. Diaz and Vardiol starting to form a good partnership once again. I'm so glad we've got Joško Vardiol back. Aurel and Kusanov were fantastic in full-back areas. Aurel a little bit more attacking, was key in the build-up to that opening goal, nutmeg on the Man United player. Kusanov as solid as ever. I mean, that man just sees the ball and he doesn't care who is in the way, what is in the way. So aggressive, so ferocious. He goes into every tackle wholeheartedly. Into that midfield, Rodri is a little bit rusty for Manchester City. But still is our anchor, and we saw it when Nico came on and replaced him. City lost that midfield completely when Nico come on. Tijani Reinders, slow again. Glimpses of the player that we know he can be, we know he is. But he's struggling with those duels, that physicality of the Premier League. I think it'll come. We'll see the Reinders from Wolves without a doubt when he gets a bit more space in games. He struggled again at times today. And the same goes for Bernardo Silva on the captain on the right side, who I think was a necessary evil, you could say. Pep Guardiola put him out there on the right, but that made space and that created those chances for Doku and Foden to get on the ball, who are our key players alongside Erling Haaland. And Bernardo Silva at times, he was out-muscled, out-fought, outpaced many times, lost the ball. But that didn't matter because he occupied United players in different areas. I mean, that it comes from the brilliance of Pep Guardiola. And that allowed Jeremy Doku and Phil Foden to pick up the ball in areas. I mean, my personal man of the match, I thought was Jeremy Doku. I thought the man was absolutely insane. I think, I mean, the skill for the opening goal, he's just drop of the shoulder, a little jink past Luke Shaw. He's there in behind him. He puts the cross in, it's blocked, but he doesn't give up, and that's what I really like about it. He does not give up at all, Jeremy Doku. Gets the second cross in, and what a header by Phil Foden. Hopefully that is Phil Foden back. Hopefully that is Phil Foden back and back to his best. As for Erling Haaland, the guy could have had 5 today. He was everywhere. I mean, he even, at one point, was our best centre-back. Sat in the box, City under a lot of pressure, United flinging balls into the box, and he headed about 4 or 5 away in a row. Really, really good performance from him. All-round performance. He got a little bit tired towards the end, didn't quite get involved, but he was like City's battering ram that spearheaded the City attack. And that second goal where the ball comes into Jeremy Doku, or holds off Lenny Yoro, fantastic, he uses his body so well. So, that low centre of gravity, strong, physical, holds it off, plays through Haaland. And I personally believe Erling Haaland is at his best when he's running onto balls in behind the defence. That is when Erling Haaland's at his best. We saw it for the third goal as well, and finishing into the bottom corner. When Haaland is going through, running at the opposition, he's unstoppable. And that's when he's finishing his best. Not when the ball gets fizzed into him in the air. He's not the best with his head. When he is running onto balls that are put into space, that is his best. I mean, he scored 10 in 6 games now in all competitions so far this season for City and Norway, his international team. Incredible. And him, Doku and Foden, I think we're starting to see the glimpse of what this City side could be. Haaland in the middle, Doku on the left, and Foden sort of in the 10. And then we have to decide who starts on that right. I mean, it was Bernardo today. It could be Bob other times. You've got to find a space in Ryan Shaqiri, of course, injured at the moment. I mean, he will add some magic to the City side. Probably in the 10 as well. Reinders, I don't know if he'll get dropped to the next game. We might see Nico come in for him. But I think Pep Guardiola trusts him a lot. He plays a lot of those first-time passes, Reinders. But it's still a good player. And I mean, City beat United 3-0. It could have been more. United aren't a good side. I think that is very clear to see. Man United aren't a good side. They're pretty poor. They're actually very poor. Until Ruben Amorim changes his decision to play 3-4-3, I think it's going to be the same issue for United time and time again this season. Pep got things right. And one thing I really want to mention, which is going to be like the main part of this analysis on match day review, this little match review that we're doing, is just the decision by Pep Guardiola, maybe by Pep Guardiola players. Do you feel like we saw a different Manchester City today? If you look at the stats, City actually had less possession than Manchester United. That is not something we usually see in a Manchester derby. That's not something we usually see in a Manchester City game in general. City usually dominate possession. Donnarumma was completely bypassed in the build-up. City didn't use him at all. Yes, he played little short passes here and there, and if he had to clear under pressure, he did do. But Vardy and Diaz actively avoided Donnarumma in the build-up, which is interesting. That shows who he is as a goalkeeper. He makes the big saves. He's not going to make the big passes. City played in the counter a lot of the time. City were happy to hit them on the counter. In that first half, if Rangers could pass a football better, if Foden could pass a football better in good situations, if Bernardo Silva could keep a hold of the ball better, City could have had 5 or 6 chances in the first half on the counter as well. Man United want to play dominant football. That's Amorim's way, not the counter like we've seen under Erik ten Hag, the way United beat City in the past. And City actually beat back to them a little bit. Yet we had full control of the game, I would say. But City played in the counter. And we've got the personnel to play in the counter. I think if you had Savinho, Ryan Cherki to that, I know Cherki's not quick, but the ability to carry the ball is one of his massive qualities, his creativity. I think Manchester City could cause big problems for teams on the counter this season. Coming up next is Arsenal, which is going to be a very big game at the Emirates. I don't know how City do in that one. I mean, their ratings today have been very high. They'll average out over the season. Last week, obviously, really poor against Brighton. I don't know what City side are going to turn up against Arsenal. But if we find a City side that can sit back and hit Arsenal on the counter, great. But we won't come against a side in Arsenal that want to do that. Arsenal will sit deep. Arsenal play defensive football. That is pretty clear. So I'm uncertain. But what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below your opinion. I always do these little short videos just to see how you feel. But I definitely feel like we saw a glimpse of a different City side. A side that, yes, can keep possession, can hem teams in. We saw that in moments in the first half. In the second half, City just said, you know what, United, you're not going to cause any problems. We trust our defenders. I mean, playing more counter-attacking football allows players like Kusanov the recovery pace, the aggression works well. Diaz can camp more on the edge of his own box, which suits him. Running behind doesn't suit Ruben Diaz's game. Donnarumma, he's not a goalkeeper that wants to get in the ball and passing it around, but he makes the big saves. Then you've got Haaland running to space, Foden running to space, Doku beating players. I mean, that could be the way forward for Manchester City. It really could be. Possession game, yes. But in those moments when we can counter-attack, we do counter-attack. We've seen the past for City, when they've had a chance to counter-attack, we've passed the ball back. We started again from the back. It seems a new era now. Maybe Pep Linders has made the difference as well. New coach who brings that Jurgen Klopp style a little bit. When City need to go, we will go. But a brilliant Derby Day performance. I've lost my voice a little bit, so I don't want to talk too much. Chanting at the game, shouting at the game, which is a fantastic atmosphere as well, brought by the City fans. City 3, United 0. Derby Day, 3 points for City. Manchester is blue. You all knew it. Let us know in the comments down below what you thought of the game. Of course, I will always reply to your comments if there's some sort of discussion to be had there. And we'll see you guys next time.